Ah, come on. There we go. Good evening, my darling batlings. I'm feeling a bit more chipper than usual today, so I figured why not do something a bit shitposty and skip ahead a bit in...
It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not hit her.
That's exactly what someone who did hit her would say. So, yeah, we're doing some Sonic 06 tonight. Fresh playthrough. This time because it's too much of a hassle to get the Xbox 360 and the PS3 out and get those hooked up to stream a single game. I figured, you know what, emulation for these systems has come a long way. Why not try emulating it? And I gave it a test run beforehand to make sure that shit works, which is exactly what I usually say when something's doomed to not work. So, fingers crossed, knock on wood.
Sledgehammers.
Sledgehammers.
Yeah, why knock on wood? Like, okay, hear me out. Why would you just knock on wood when you can obliterate the fuck out of it?
That's a good question. We may be able to locate another energy emission from the radar room. When we find that meter, we'll find Dr. Wowie.
JKR.
What?
I will send you the video later. But JKR is going to have to take me and you to this pizza spot. You know that now, right?
Yes.
Oh, that place, yes.
The cheese pool needs a ladder. I am not against that. I am 100% pro cheese pool, ladder cheese pool. The only way that can be even better is if you need the bucket from a utility vehicle.
And just to spice things up a bit, I'm emulating the PS3 version.
Isn't that considered the worst one?
Yes.
Oh God, why? Why do you want to suffer?
It's Lord Arikado.
Why? Why do you choose to suffer? You could put an end to all of this.
Oh, I guess it came with all the... I guess it came with all the DLC. I don't remember installing those. The PS3 emulator is interesting because it works like an actual PS3. Like, in order to get it to work, you have to install an actual PS3 update file to act as the BIOS.
Interesting.
So, you know, as a child, I used to love making sandwiches with my grandfather.
A grandfather sounds like a very, ineffective tool to use sandcastle making for, words.
I mean, it was fun until my mother made me put the urn back on the mantle.
Yeah, I can see how that would be a good tool for making sandcastles. Very specifically shaped sandcastles.
My dad's been a scorpions. There's no context.
I never knew my grandfather, so it just works as a joke.
When you have Taco Bell Diablo sauce for the 27th time.
I saw something on Twitter because Sonic 06 just happened to be trending when I decided to stream this. One person saying that for all the younger people that grew up with Sonic 06, saying that it had such a good story and that, like, you know, all that stuff, saying, like, just have them play Final Fantasy X.
Yeah, that's literally it. No, it literally is just that.
Up in fire!
Still less destructive than when the Eagles win a game.
Or even the Patriots, for that matter. Shit.
Surrender and die.
Or the
So
Chief, even.
So fun fact, there's a mod for Eggman's model in this game outside of the pre-rendered cutscenes, obviously, which removes his glasses, so you just see his uncannily realistic eyes.
And to take the miracle gems that are the key to its secret, the Chaos Emerald.
Ooh, the Weird Emerald.
This way, please.
I actually like how formal this Dr. Eggman is.
Yeah, I actually talked to Mike Pollock about that on Twitter once. And he said that he adjusted his performance based on what the script called for.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
his performance is just beautiful.
Yeah. Like, to me, this is, like, peak, what Eggman, you know, could be if you were, like, the Sad AM robot.
Yeah.
One!
The Hedgehog.
I had to sneak at least one Snap Cube reference in there.
Even I did. I mean, heck, even I did. My animated scorpions. It is well the conversation, you know.
Hot take:
mean,
Pete
I don't
Capella has
blame
gotten
ya.
better at voicing Silver ever since he stopped voicing Silver. And I don't mean that as an insult. I mean, if you listen to his cameo in the fan-made audio drama Sonic and Tails R, he sounds really good.
Why are you helping me?
No special reason.
I mean, I
Like,
love how giant Sonic is.
Like, if you like the Adventure and 4Kids era Sonic voice actors, listen to Sonic and Tails R, because it's got a lot of them in it.
No.
Yes. Also, hi there, Psionic X. I just saw that was you that redeemed the impressive, disturbing, and makes me uncomfortable song.
Sonic!
I checked in with Hex a couple of days, was it yesterday? I think it was. No.
And don't worry, I'll rescue you.
Day before
Well, there's your
yesterday?
answer.
If it was yesterday, I was so off my rocker.
You can hold on.
And if it was Friday, I just don't remember. But yeah, he was X was streaming Xenoverse.
Ah, nice.
20th, yeah.
So that was yesterday.
Yeah, they were getting a lot of the last hits in, which was impressive.
What's Eggman up to? I need to gather some information.
Okay, like, I know people like to shit on Jason Griffith's performance in this game, but it's so fun to do impressions of. I wonder what Eggman's up to. That tornado's carrying a car. But, like, he gets really good in Sonic Unleashed and Sonic and the Black Knight. It's a shame that his best performances came right at the end of his tenure.
You're going to rescue her, aren't you? Let me help. I may not know what Eggman's up to, but
The lip syncing in this game is atrocious. I can't help but
With your
notice
help, this should
that
be a piece of
Tails'
work.
mouth was not moving for most of that dialogue.
I noticed that too, yeah.
Like, here's the interesting thing about these models, okay? A lot of people like to shit on these models for being, like, really uncanny due to their dead-eyed expressions. But people have taken the models ripped directly from this game and done some impressive, not just, like, you know, action poses with them, but also facial poses and animations with them. So it shows, like, if they had just properly worked with these rigs, they could have gotten them to look really expressive.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like yeah, like they're dead-eyed, but but they actually are dead hide. They're
Like, they're
beautiful.
not, like, despite how it looks, they're not rigged to only have one facial expression. They just didn't
Yeah.
have the time to give them different facial expressions beyond eyelids raised and eyelids lowered.
Hey, Ari.
Yes.
I'll be right back. I gotta teach my Gyarados water gun.
Okay.
That's a
I'm
joke.
desensitized.
Because,
I'm desensitized to that now, so you're gonna have to work harder to destroy me.
Hydro pump.
Splash.
Ice beam. Ice beam. Gonna teach us fire blast.
No. I got one that's worse for you.
Oh my goodness.
String shot.
They
That
can't
was
learn string
incredible.
shot. That is,
I know, but it can't learn. Can it learn fire blast?
yes, it can. Wait, can it? Wait,
It's a water flying type.
I know. I'm looking to learn thunder. I'm checking right now because it's gonna. This is legit going to bother me.
Hey.
I mean, technically anything can learn string shot if you know how to hack a Pokemon.
Yeah, I mean, I
I
get it.
say this as someone that
Flamethrower.
I had one of those shitty friends that would like hack their Pokemon to have moves that they're not supposed to have, and when you call them out on it, you'd be like, "Oh no, it just came that way. I don't know what you're talking about." I'm like, "Sure, yeah, I totally believe that you legitimately encountered a Magikarp that knows Roar of Time."
But yeah, fire blast and flamethrower and temper fire. That's new.
I've got to hurry and save Elise.
And forget about walking the green mile. Try walking the brown mile.
You know, I still haven't seen the Green Mile, but I've seen that Robot Chicken sketch more than enough times to get the gist of it.
I don't even need to see the.
Actually,
the
no,
skits
that's
to
not
get
the
to-
Green Mile. That's Shawshank Redemption. I got my Stephen King stories about high security prisons confused.
Alright, not difficult.
Just as you land on a wall, you
It's like confusing any Stephen King story that's set in Maine.
Yeah.
So I might be a little more giggly. Just pay it no mind.
So, would you like to know why I decided to stream the PS3 version emulated instead of the 360 version, even though they both
Why?
run about the same? I
Why?
tested out both, and the 360 version emulated on my rig basically eliminates the load screens, and that's no fun.
Oh.
The load screens are part of the intended experience, I believe. Okay, that's our first glitch of the night.
I also find it funny the whales just hate Sonic.
You gotta keep in mind, this was the 15th anniversary title, and so like there's a lot of callbacks to earlier Sonic games in this.
Yeah, but remember the other one was one whale. This time it's
Like
two
this-
whales.
Yeah, and now
Okay, Sonic. I'll
now
be right
Tails
back.
has to chase after the whale and keep it from escaping with Sonic on it.
Well. How the ties have changed.
We've got to keep Shy Lily from breaking out into the wild.
The wild can't handle her.
Free Willy.
I hate the fake ring bomb thing.
Yeah, it I don't know what they were thinking with making that Tails' default move. Especially since the fake rings look and behave almost exactly like the real rings. So when you get hit like I did there when you're throwing a ring bomb, they just all blend together.
Yeah. They should have had red rings.
This part's always bugged me. That gate did not close all the way. That whale can totally fit under there.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't even see it.
And in fact, it does. It does.
Bruh, dude, it even fit through the concrete.
Darn, we're not gonna make it.
Oh boy, Mach speed time. Gotta go fast.
How fast? 2 fast? 3 fast?
5 fast.
Why not 6 fast?
6 fast is like ludicrous speed. You go to plaid.
Plaid is so what you're.
And that would just kill my bit rate.
But if we were to go 8 fast, that would fix the bit rate.
Nah, then you would just click to the map. Like you would go so fast that you need to rewind because you skipped the whole game.
I think you missed one of the jokes. It was a pun in there where it said 8 fast will fix your bit ratio. Oh, I know it's a bad pun. It's a bad pun. Speaking of jokes, I wish I remember what it was, but I came up with a grandpa joke.
Just made it.
And I am glad I don't remember it. Because when I said it, we was all laughing, and I'm like, oh my god, that's a grandpa pun.
So this is the first game to have like in-game upgrades that you purchase with rings instead of tying it to like the Chow Garden black market or something.
Mm-hmm.
And there's not enough upgrades in the game to warrant how easy it is to stock up on rings. So eventually you just run out of things to buy and you have like hundreds of thousands of rings left over with nothing to spend them on.
Looks like the princess was moved to another location.
Yeah, that's what happens when you chase after an aircraft on foot.
Sorry, Sonic. The princess is in another castle.
Copycat, I was just about to say that.
Sure you were.
Actually, I was.
Oh, you gotta be faster than that.
So what you're saying is you're too slow.
Exactly.
One of my favorite things to do back in the Brawl days when Brawl was the newest Smash Brothers, so this was when I was at college. Oh, Accordion Man. Not Accordion Man, but Accordion Man wasn't my favorite thing to do with Brawl because sadly he's not in that game.
Hold on, he looks like Charles Martinet. Not Charles Martinet.
Charles.
He looks a little bit like Captain Blue Albano a little bit.
Yeah, and he's a unique NPC model in a game where everyone else is pasted.
Yeah, dude, he actually does look like Captain Blue Albino.
Albino? Captain Lou Albino?
Okay. Capitan Luis Albano.
Albano. Captain Lewis the bathroom.
I had to keep fucking it up because you already know why.
You wanna know how you can tell that the place this game is this game takes place in is set in Italy? It's not based on the Venetian architecture or anything like that. It's how all the NPCs talk to you like this. Like they're going, hey, gabagool, babada boopy, boba dee bee bada babada babada.
That actually reminds me, one of my old coworkers, because she has Italian in her family, I've been meaning to ask her about teaching me how to make some authentic Italian food. And she wants to do it too, which is amazing. And she teases me saying how I act so much like her husband. Also, one more fun fact. Actually, yes, one more fun fact. Their marriage is my age. So they've been married for 35 years.
Nice.
And going strong, so I'm very happy for them.
I'm trying to figure out how this kid
Get
got
up
stuck
there.
on. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. The only way I got up here was by buying an anti-gravity chip upgrade so I could slide across the ground and then hit a spring that launched me onto this specific roof.
And probably the kid probably did the same thing.
Sparta kicked him. It froze on my screen for a moment.
Oh.
When you dove, I was like, "Oh shit, yeah!" Ari's over here, Sparta kicking little kids off roofs.
This is Soliana!
Hold on,
Oh, it doesn't let me
the
kick her.
person over there, the person dancing, right?
Yeah.
Is that Tingle?
Nah, it's just a kid wearing a
No, so-
green... I was about to say a green jumper because I've been watching so many Brits lately.
Yeah, in case you're wondering why I brought that up, I've been watching so much Legend of Zelda and Majora's Mask videos. So I wanna ask Aki if she's willing to try this. But someone beat the Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask in 4 cycles.
I'll say fuck. You're a good
Yeah, it's
girl.
fucking amazing.
Remember, be brave.
So I wanted to
Don't
ask
cry,
Aki if
no
she's
matter
willing to
what
try it,
happens.
or see how many cycles she can beat the game in, which I think would be kind of fun. Because Aki has streamed Majora's Mask, but I don't know if she speedruns it.
Just
She
call me
speedruns
son.
pretty much everything she streams.
Now then, are you okay?
Maybe I should
I'm so
ask
glad
her.
that you came.
Cause without glitches
I
too.
always keep my word.
Sonic!
Like, hey, I saw an interesting video, and I'm curious if you're willing
How
to
do you
try.
sneak
'cause
up on someone with a giant mech?
It looks like a pesky rat.
By
has
having
stuck its nose where it
dampeners?
doesn't belong. Well, a
It's
hedgehog
in,
would be more
obviously
precise.
Uh,
it's in silent mode.
The princess is mine
What about airplane mode?
until I unlock the secret of the flames of disaster.
But we're not
The
on
music's so
airplane. We're in
good.
the desert.
Let's go!
Oh, the music is so good.
Yeah, the music. This is the first game that Sonic,
I'll take
like
care of
mainline
it
Sonic
now.
game that
An
Tomi
early breakfast
Otani
for my pets.
scored, and he did a fantastic job. The soundtrack is by far the best thing about this game.
Oh hell yeah! Like when talking about like top 5 Sonic OSTs,
This
right?
is your pet, huh? Okay, Eggman.
Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 are always ones that come up. Sonic CD is another one because of that one song.
I'm the trash man.
No, not the Trash Man. It's the what was it? The Future City. It went
Crisis City.
Crisis City, and it's the future one. But no one ever talks about
Oh no, you're talking about the Future City and Sonic CD. That's
yeah.
Stardust Speedway.
Thank you, Stardust Speedway.
Stardust
And
Speedway
Sonic
Bad Futures specifically. Because remember, there's good
Yeah.
futures and bad futures. The bad futures one is the one that everybody loves.
Yeah, the Bad Future has the best soundtrack for that one. But another game I would argue would be either Sonic Advance or Sonic Advance 2, right?
Yeah.
No one
I
ever
would say,
brings up.
I would say Sonic Advance and Sonic Advance 2's OSTs would score a bit higher for me if it weren't for the limitations of the GBA hardware. Because, like, when you listen to those games through a Game Boy Advance speaker, they sound fine. When you listen to them through
Yeah.
headphones, they sound incredibly crunchy.
Remember that channel I told you about that does the music without the limitations?
Yeah.
You should message them, be like, "Hey, yeah, we found an interesting idea for a video."
That's actually something that the composer for the Mega Man Zero games has been doing, is uploading like uncompressed versions of his Game Boy Advance Mega Man Zero compositions.
We're just going in a circle now. There we go. But yeah, like, you never, like, the only people that really talk about the 06 soundtrack is me and you.
Also, you want to know a
You're like-
personal pet peeve of mine with Eggman's robot there? It's called the Egg Cerberus, but it only has one head.
That means in development, it may have had more heads.
Like, if anything, they should have called it the Egg Hound.
Just ate it.
Yeah. The dire egg. I don't know why I like that.
Fun fact, if you collect all the gold medals, you get an achievement and nothing else.
Nothing else, you say? I mean, isn't that you're lying? You're lying. Want to know why? I know
Why?
because it's also a middle finger and a
How
fuck
long
you.
is this gonna go on?
Yes, it's a middle finger and a
Let's
fuck
split
you
up.
for the development.
I'll get their
There you go.
attention,
Right?
and you take the princess.
I love Tails'
Okay,
body language
you
in
be
these
careful,
cutscenes. He has a particularly
Leave it
badly
to
written
me.
model. So a lot of the times where he's like trying to express excitement or like urgency,
on
he
tight.
just looks like he's saying, "I caught a fish that was this big."
Correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't this rigged for like the Japanese market first? And
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
the
the
English
lip syncing was. I'm talking about like how the faces don't emote beyond blank stare.
Hold on tight.
Like the
How do
lip
you-
syncing, what? The weird thing is the lip syncing for the in-engine cutscenes were done for the Japanese market first, but the lip syncing for the pre-rendered cutscenes, like that opening cutscene of Sonic's story, are done for the English dub.
I have a question. How do you homing attack holding someone in your arms? And don't say very carefully. At this point, you're physically using her as a weapon.
Extremely
brilliant
cautiously.
But he is basically pushing her thought. No.
You're answering your own question there.
But she's not Princess Peach.
Now, Princess Peach doesn't use the thighs; she uses the hips.
Close enough.
Protecting that package for some reason. I've got it.
No. You see, you notice how she's got like the really discolored leggings that have like a shiny texture to them that like really awkwardly stand out in every cutscene she's in because it makes her legs look like they're bright orange.
Sunburn. Like the sunburn.
No. Hear me out. They're not leggings. Her legs are made of copper.
like probably the accident. Like,
You've
if
you've
her-
heard of buns of steel. Here's legs of copper.
I'm
Nah.
guessing-
Her legs are made of orange peels.
No, honestly, here's the thing. If her legs are actually made of copper, my thought process is this. That probably would have happened during the event of, the Solaris experiment. Or whatever it was
Yes. Her legs were
Yeah.
horribly disfigured beyond belief as part of bonding with Iblis, and she had to get metal transplant legs.
From Dr. Wowie.
I swear, someday when all three of us can actually get together, we should do Robotnik, Cortex, and Wily together.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm torn between cosplaying Cortex and Wily because I can do good impressions of both of them. And Robotnik
I
too.
can't do
Like if I were to do Robotnik, I would do Long John Bulger and Robotnik.
Oh,
Yeah. I just can't do either of their voices. So.
Personally, like my first choice would be Robotnik, but if I had to, if I couldn't do Robotnik, my next choice would be Wily, because I could do a pretty good Wily impression from his when what's his name, Scott McNeil did the voice.
So
Yeah,
you want me to be
that's the-
Cortex?
That's the one I can do the impression of too, and the Cortex voice I can do an impression of is Clancy Brown's Cortex, the original Cortex.
Yeah,
well,
but-
not the original Cortex, because that would be
He
Brendan
wasn't
O'Brien.
the original. Yeah, no,
He wasn't
was
the original.
second
He
voice
was
for
from 2 through Crash Team Racing.
Yeah.
I need to rehear the voices. Like that saying, "Gosh, how could you?"
Like, crash, crash, crash. Why must you always muck in my mud? Oh, look, I have a mask helping me, too. We will find out which one is more powerful soon enough.
Like, if I wanted to, but the problem is I just can't. I'm not that creative. I could easily do Entropy. Voice-wise, I could do Entropy. but I-
Dr. Nefarious Trophy.
I will do Dr. Nefarious. Don't test me.
Hello, we gotten far for a pair of fuzzy marsupials. I am Dr. Nefarious Trophy, master of time and creator of the very time twister machine you see before you.
I don't believe
And
it.
Dr. Cortex, one meet, has set me to end this little charade, so you will be leaving my area with the crystals. I swear it. My mouth weren't hurting, I'd actually do better, but...
Well, make your mouth stop hurting.
yeah, well, you tell the canker to go away.
Hold on,
I'm not messing
what
with.
if we
I'm not
also-
messing with.
Oh my
I'm not
gosh.
messing with any cankers. You've seen what they do, the Eds.
I just what if we hold on? Hear me out,
I knew, you were,
okay?
I knew you were gonna go there, that's why I set it up.
Hear me out on something, okay?
Huh.
We can get if we can get one more person. We can do Dr. Neocortex, Dr. Entropy,
You're hurt.
Dr. Embryo, and Dr.
It's nothing.
Engine.
Don't say that.
Maybe we could do that too, yeah.
That also both. I like both ideas. That's the reason why
Yeah.
I brought them up.
Sorry.
No,
Hear me
the only
out.
reason I came up with these.
Smile.
They look like they're on the Windows XP desktop.
Oh, they are.
Oh yeah, yeah, they certainly do.
They are. As soon as you said it, I knew exactly where you're coming
It took
from.
me a minute because I was like, you were saying "hear me out." I was like, what the hell is that going to do with what we were talking about? What the hell
Smile.
how the hell are we going to make that look
That's
like we're on the
all right.
next Windows XP desktop? That I looked at the screen, I was like, oh.
I'm a BRB. I think my chicken's
Eggman
ready.
mentioned the flames of
Okay.
disaster. Is that why he's after you?
Arise,
Yes.
chicken. Chicken,
The name
arise.
about our country honors is
No,
Solaris.
no.
It is told that Solaris is
Arise,
destroy the
chicken.
world.
Chicken,
His
arise.
wrath comes in the form of the flames
Arise,
of disaster.
chicken.
10 years ago, we almost faced
Arise, chicken. Chicken, arise.
I was a child then, so I don't remember it very well.
I'll say I resemble that remark.
And now that man is trying to cause the same disaster again. What can I do? Sonic! Sonic! Wait!
Damn it,
I
Sonic.
can't run that fast.
Don't worry.
The way that he just
raise your
yanks
hand
her
and
like
run.
that, he totally will have dislocated her shoulder.
Oh yeah.
If not, just ripped her arm clean off.
I know, right? That was my thought process. Like, he was a little too rough in that one.
Feels great, doesn't it?
Yes, I've never run so fast before.
Nothing starts until you take action. If you have time to worry, then run.
Sonic says, run away from all your problems. It works for me.
Honestly, I gotta question this. How old is Elise supposed to be?
I think they say it in Shadow Story.
I've been looking for you.
She's like around Sonic's age, I know that much.
Your actions will condemn
So
us
she's a
all.
teenager, I'm guessing.
Who are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
My name is Silver. For the future of the world, I will destroy you.
I should have streamed this
Honestly,
yesterday
Silver-
because a common joke back in the day was that the pattern of spines on Silver's forehead looks like a pot leaf.
Time for you to disappear, Iblis Trigger.
I could actually see that, yeah. But I like how Silver's... I like how Silver just kind of acts like some sort of Super Sentai. I mean,
Well,
I
he's
can't
based
figure out
on
what-
Trunks from Dragon Ball Z. And I'm not even,
Okay.
I'm not even hypothesizing that. It's in his, script, like his, script notes that he's, inspired by Trunks. Future Trunks specifically. Because I have to keep reminding myself there's more than one Trunks. Because wibbly wobbly, timey wimey stuff.
See, people assume that time is a straight progression of cause to effect. But in a more... I can't remember the whole quote. I just know
Actually, it's more like a rug, really. Oh, never mind. Or however the epic rap battle of history goes.
I don't
Thinking
even
about
listen.
time is more like a shattered window pane when you think about it.
I always just go with what Caboose said in one episode of Red vs. Blue. Time is not made out of lines, it is made out of circles. That is why clocks are
That was
round.
incredible.
That is magical.
This is impressive, disturbing.
You hate that that makes sense, don't you?
Disturbing and makes me uncomfortable.
It makes sense in its own stupid logic.
I know, right? You organics and your pathetic obsession with the concept of time.
I mean, it's also called the circle of life, so it makes sense. Because throughout the progression of time, we are born, we grow, we die. It's a circle.
Hey,
Now hear me
That's
out,
the
okay?
game itself,
I think I found a deeper meaning to the circle of life, okay? Now, my memory of The Lion King is very fuzzy
is this
because
a
I've
joke?
only seen it
How could
once and
someone
it
like
was when I
you
was in
cause the
5th grade.
destruction of our world?
So forgive me if I'm paraphrasing a
mean?
bit here. The way it's
Doesn't
explained
matter.
is like
For the sake of the future, the
Uh,
Iblis Trigger must be destroyed.
when you die, you return to the earth,
Police?
that you help the plants grow, and those plants are eaten
Don't you
by
dare turn your back on me.
animals that
It's time I finally put
as
an
food
end
to
to
fuel
this.
them, and they are eaten by other animals. It's like a
Amy,
big,
Get out of my way,
it's
Amy.
a big
This
circle
is
of
my
life, right?
mission.
That's
Absolutely.
basically how he
not.
puts it, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, you're not that far off.
So basically, what he's saying is,
Thanks, Amy.
eventually,
I appreciate it.
we all turn into shit.
Leave it to me.
Oh shit.
Eventually, everything goes to shit.
Even pizza.
I've thought about fixing a pizza before stream, but I was like, no, that's gonna take too long.
I
don't have
still
10
want that
minutes to set
pizza,
aside.
JK.
I don't have 10 minutes
still
to
want
set
that pizza
aside to
JKR
heat up a
shared.
frozen pizza.
I still want that pizza JKR showed. I want it so bad.
Yeah,
Hey,
I
guys.
gotta even be-
Are you ready
What?
for the worst mandatory side quest in this game?
Is it the question one?
It's the one where you have to find the captain.
Oh, I already
yeah.
know this one.
yeah, I remember
This one pissed me off so much the first time I played it as a kid.
Because don't they all look exactly alike? Is
They
that the
all look
problem?
exactly the same. They are the exact same character model. And like, okay, I'll explain the mechanics of how they want you to do it, and then I'll solve it really quickly, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so like, as he's going babada boopy here, you've got 5 soldiers, including him. they each give you a clue to who is or who is not the captain. You have to, when you've talked to all of them and you figure out which one is indeed the captain, because they all give you conflicting answers, you talk to him, Pietro, and then he's like, okay, now talk to whoever you think is the captain. And if you get it right, you win. If you get it wrong, you get ejected from the minigame, and you have to start it over from the beginning. Complete with the explanation and the load screens. Now,
That is magical.
have you committed all that to memory?
Mostly.
Hey. Hey.
Pietro's the captain.
Go figure.
The guy who gave you the quest is the captain.
That makes
Yep.
so much fucking sense.
It does. But think of it this way: in change of command, the people in charge don't even know they're in charge.
And the only way that this puzzle works is that when you talk to him outside of this, it refers to him as a lieutenant.
That was incredible.
So the game has to lie to you in order to not spoil the puzzle.
Oh, fuck. That's so stupid. Like, you would think it'd be a good idea on paper, but once you put it in execution, it's like, you could just see how badly that
Sonic,
idea
can you hear
plays
me?
out.
Knuckles wants
It
to
gets
see
worse
you.
in context
Head to the town's
because all this
warehouse.
is so we can open this door and go to the new city.
Also, I like how Tails was just talking to Sonic, and it sounded like he was like right next to him when he's not.
Yeah, it's supposed to be through like a walkie-talkie or something, but they don't put filters over characters' voices for those. Because again,
So, you know why they wanted to keep Sonic in that area?
like they do
taxes.
give an explanation. It's like it's basically like you know, he wanted to test him to make sure that he was fit to say the least, but it's like he's already saved him once. He's already saved her once.
Mhm.
I mean, like, what are you gonna
I was
do? You don't even have guns.
I was going to say taxes.
We're going to tax Eggman to into giving back Elise.
Yeah.
We're going to go full Trade Federation on him. We're gonna Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace this bitch.
Which, honestly, I still stand by this. I would love to see the Death Egg get a revamp, and instead of being like, you know, based off the Death Star, it's based off of the droid control ships from Episode 1.
By the way, now we have to fight some robots because why not?
Eh.
There's no context for it. We just have to do it.
They're just there.
Next on Dragon Ball Z, Piccolo has to knit a new sweater.
You know, one of my favorite Dragon Ball Z parodies that I've seen that isn't from Team 4 Star was Steamed Hams, but it's Dragon Ball Z, but it's the Funimation dub. Which is a redub of a previous Dragon Ball Z themed Steamed Hams edit. Which goes the extra mile, not only with, like, you know, having impressions of the Funimation voice cast, but also with using the dub music and with blowing the fuck out of the saturation like Funimation does on all their home video releases. But, like, the thing is, it ends with a next episode preview, which is, like, the next episode was about a treasure hunt. And, like, the narrator's like, can Bart find the treasure before it's too late? And then it shows the next episode title. It's called Mr. Burns Finds the Treasure. Which, you know, that's exactly how those old school Funimation Dragon Ball Z previews were. It's like, can Goku defeat Frieza? And the next episode's title is Frieza Defeated.
good over there, Kier?
Yes.
He's more than just good. He's good. I mean great. And good. Great and good. Good.
By the way, you know what game I want to play really bad right now?
Sonic 06?
Besides Sonic 06, it's a classic. Besides that, it's a GameCube classic, Simpsons Hit and Run.
Ah, I've never played it.
I've never played it.
Just ate it.
I've heard that it's like more family-friendly GTA, and I'm like, cool, I've never played GTA.
It kind of is.
I've played Bully. Is this a cry for help? Why are you playing this game? Because I need something to tune my brain out on and just have a laugh at its expense. It was either this or Ride to Hell. And I feel like I made the wise choice.
Yeah. Ride to Hell, we've made a lot of jokes on Ride to Hell, but we need a break from that
Knuckles.
It's already been like, what, 2
Man on the
years since I last played
city.
Ride to Hell, and I still feel like that's
Yeah,
not a
we
long
give
enough
this
break.
to you.
shit. Yeah, right.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Right, the hell's an experience.
If you want me to return
And
the
I still
princess,
technically haven't finished it because
you
there's
must
the
give me
DLC
your
chapter.
Chaos Emerald. Meet me
It
at
was,
my base
Chef's, I
in
think,
White
right? Cook?
Acropolis.
The Cook's Mad Recipe,
He's
There we
pretty
go.
cocky.
It's
which is
most
about
definitely a
another
trap.
member
I
of the
don't think
biker
Eggman
gang
will
who's
honor
too
his
crazy,
agreement.
so he got
I'm
kicked out of the gang,
Sonic?
and he comes across a
Since Eggman went to
fucking
the trouble
atomic
of telling me where
warhead
Elise is,
and plans
I
to
think I should
detonate
thank
it.
him personally.
What kind of weed do they have? Because I would love some of that.
One of my favorite things that my cousin Cobalt Rogue said about the Ride to Hell streams was like, he asked me what the point of collecting drugs dropped from enemies is, and I'm like, oh, you sell them to the drug dealer to get money. And he's like, do different drugs have different values? I'm like, I don't know, because there's no reason to not just sell all of them at once. There's like no market or anything to it. They all just you just sell them all at once, so you get loads of cash. He's like, so collectible drugs in this game are literally just vendor trash.
Also, isn't today... Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't today Cobalt Rogue's birthday?
I don't know. I haven't talked to him in a while outside of stream chat. I wouldn't be surprised. Because I'm terrible
If
at
it is,
remembering
happy
birthdays.
birthday.
If it is, happy birthday, Cobalt Rogue. If it isn't, happy unbirthday, Cobalt Rogue. Can we all agree this is Jason's worst performance as Sonic? Yes, but surprisingly, it's not his worst performance as Shadow. That would go to when he first voiced Shadow in Sonic X. Go back and listen to his very first appearance as Shadow. He just sounds like a more gritty Sonic. It took him a while to nail how his Shadow should sound.
Hi, Billy Mays here.
Hi, Billy Mays here in the form of a digital dispenser. I've passed away and been buried 6 feet underground for nearly 15 goddamn years, so I've been harvested by the power of AI neural networks to create a chatbot to sell you garbage. And I'm not done yet.
Where the hell? You came up with that just now, didn't you?
Yes.
I love it. I fucking love that shit. Oh, God.
Thinking
Your
about this game
kids.
gives me a hernia. There's a Weird Al song about that. It's called Living with a Hernia. He also put out a really concerning video on his social medias just a couple days ago. Real or cake?
I saw that in my recommendations.
That's no good.
He had people legitimately concerned for his safety in that one. Because like the whole thing is like he's cutting into objects to see whether they're real or whether they're cake disguised as a real object. So like he has like a really sharp knife. He cuts into a watermelon, and it's a real watermelon. He has a really sharp knife. He has a box of cereal. He cuts into the cereal box, and it's a real cereal box. He lays his arm down on the table. He cuts into it. It spurts blood everywhere, and he says it's real. Then the next shot, he has a bandage on his arm, and he's got what's obviously a cake in front of him, and he cuts into the cake, and he's like, it's cake!
Also,
I mean, that sounds like something he would do.
Apparently, it's something he does at his live shows. Like he has a prop arm that looks unsettlingly realistic.
By the way, I figured out what I'm going to have tomorrow. I'm going to have me some super ooey gooey pizza.
There we go. I just had some coffee for you, Dash Cat.
Was it a latte with steamed Austrian goat stroke?
Fuck was that transition sound? No. He also made a post on Blue Sky that concerned people for a moment until they realized the joke.
What did he say?
Okay, so you know how in like every social media's default font, the capital I and the lowercase L look exactly the same?
Yeah.
He made a post saying that all of his posts on Blue Sky have been AL generated. So it looks like it says AI generated.
The tap, like, what?
I'll say, fuck.
Man is an agent of chaos, and I am all here for it.
Yeah, right.
Who isn't here for it?
My stepmom, she doesn't like Weird Al. Then again, she also has shit taste. She has no sense of humor, so that makes sense. I showed her the steamed hams bit, and she thought it wasn't funny. So that's how you know that she has no sense of humor.
This is actually, I never actually listened to this track right here, right?
Yeah.
This is actually kind of chill. It's almost relaxing.
Yeah, it's good music for an ice stage. That's not like your typical like chimes and sleigh bells ice stage music.
My old piano teacher would probably like this track because that was actually one of his personal annoyances. Was how every Christmas or winter-based song was
winter-based songs.
Let me see
like chimes
that
and shit. Basically, you know, every song was basically the chimes, the little wind instruments, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like, it was actually one of his genuine annoyances, and I understand it completely, you know?
Yeah. Amazing snow physics. Amazing physics in general in this game. Now this is what we call snow music.
Yeah. It's a hot choke. It's a hot chocolate.
I've got multiple packs of hot chocolate in my pantry that I haven't I've also got some hot chocolate balls that I haven't opened yet. Because I'm not much of a hot chocolate guy. I prefer coffee as my warm choice.
I tried to tie it in with it.
reminds you that you're in love. When you know that you some more me, but you see back in Monopoly. That's a Okay, with the topic of remaking this game, right? I see a lot of people saying like, "Oh, there's no need for Sega to remake or remaster or port this game because Project 06 already exists." And I'm like, Project 06 has diverged so far away from what Sonic 06 was trying to do that I don't think it counts as a remake anymore. It's its own thing that uses Sonic 06's graphics and audio. It plays differently, the mechanics are completely different, just all sorts of changes to it. Like, it looks like Sonic 06, it doesn't play like Sonic 06, it plays better, frankly, but that's, you know, not hard to do. But, like, the fundamental way that the game is designed has just diverged so far from Sonic 06 that I don't think it's fair to call it a fan remake anymore. It's a remake in the same sense that Final Fantasy VII Remake is a remake. In that it's taking the base, like, the base of what's there, and using it as a springboard to do something completely different. Now here's a real question to ponder for a lot of the Sonic fans. Can they possibly make the cutscene animations any more uncanny and lifeless than they are in this game, considering how uncanny and lifeless the cutscenes have been in every Sonic game for the past decade and a half?
Yeah.
Like, even in Sonic Frontiers, I bless them, they're trying to do a more involved story, but everyone's just standing there staring dead-eyed at each other and talking.
Like in Ratchet and Clank, that's how I see it. Just minus the epic, like, hero pose.
Put them in actual suits? Oh, you want them to mocap that shit like they did for Sonic Adventure 2.
Oh, I said go for it, shit. You have nothing to lose, right?
And nothing to gain.
No, we have something interesting possibly to gain.
Mocap with touched up animation? Yeah. Like, if they were to do a Sonic 06 remake, one, have Sonic Team handle it internally. Please don't hand it off to someone like Blind Squirrel again. Second, give them the budget that they need and the time that they need.
No!
Yes.
And the staff that they need.
That was incredible.
Yes.
Absolutely not.
My next question is this, though. Will they ever actually remake Sonic 06?
No. They prefer to pretend that never happened. Like, it's to the point where, like, official, like, tie-in media is just straight up not allowed to reference specific stuff from Sonic 06. Oh, with no touched up animation. So it's uncanny as fuck. Hell yeah!
So Dash Cat, the first Taken mocap were basically like
we had to
Sega Saturn polygons.
Where's Elise?
Right?
My, aren't we impatient?
Sonic!
Look at that amazing mustache.
You better not move. Now, the Chaos Emerald.
Another thing we need to do, right? We all should dress up as our favorite Robotnik.
You know, Dash Cat, there's actually a mod for there's a mod for Sonic 06 that removes Eggman's glasses so you can see his eyes at all times.
Huh? What?
He's sending you to a vaporwave
It's no
world.
use. It's too powerful for you to
No, but seriously,
overcome.
wouldn't you love a mustache
No.
IRL like
Allow
that?
me
That
to
was that
introduce you to
glorious.
my latest
Oh yeah.
creation.
Think about the
This
upkeep
is
though.
The Solaris prototype.
True.
Trust me, I've had long hair. It'll be so much easier than actual long hair.
With this machine, you'll be able to control the flow of time itself.
To think that Eggman would basically go back to this plot in Sonic Generations, but with way less of a clear end goal.
Rest assured.
I flushed him down,
Flushed him
for you.
down the toilet.
Yet. They've just been
I can't
teleported
get
by my
Snap
glorious
you about my-
invention to another
Funny
time.
thing
Yeah,
is,
it's
I
so
was the-
it's so wrong
Who knows
seeing
where
Eggman's
they'll end up?
eyes.
It could be in the distant past or
So
far future.
here's the funny thing. I was
But my
debating if I
machine
wanted
still
to watch
requires some
Snap-Cube
fine-tuning.
or Team Forsaw the other
In
day.
fact, what my machine needs in
I
order
couldn't
to be
figure out
complete
who I wanted to watch, so I
is
ended
your
up taking a
power.
nap.
To give myself a promotion.
I can finally
Why
complete my
should you get the
plans
promotion?
Now that I have the Chaos Emeralds.
I was
and
giving
you,
that promotion to Eggman.
the
Not me.
princess of Soliana. That's all I need to revive the flames of disaster. And with its power, I will be able to control everything and rule the world. So,
Yo, you know
would be
who? You know
wise
who be an
to
epic
remain on
fight
my
to see?
good side.
Perfect Chaos versus the Iblis Trigger.
You mean Iblis? Because the Iblis trigger is like not really a thing. That's part of the plot twist.
Yeah.
You know
Elise
what I
is
mean.
the definition of why are you so white. Dash Cat, you can't just ask people why they're white.
The caucasity of this.
The caucasity of this bitch. But yeah,
Oh,
Elise looks like if she sets foot on the beach, she'll instantly
Boy,
get
do
burnt
I
to
feel dizzy.
get burnt to ashes.
Mm-hmm.
She's whiter than
So-
me, and I'm half vampire.
You want to hear something hilarious that happened with one of the
Look who's
cops I
here.
know?
I didn't expect to see.
What am I fighting for?
Believe it or not, this is actually
Long
really
time no
funny.
see.
I'm not gonna go into full detail, but there's this cop I know, right?
Yeah.
The girls thought he was flirting and getting this girl's number, but that wasn't the case. So when he came by, I'm like, oh snap, Senor Rodriguez. Like I was trying to say I can't say it properly now, but Rodriguez, but Rodriguez, because he was flirting with the girl. We all thought that.
Yeah.
The future?
So I found out his favorite team,
Then that
his
means
lucky
Eggman's
number.
machine
I was
can
gonna find his
control
shirt size,
time.
and I was joking with the people
got
I
some
work with,
nerve
saying we
dropping
have
his
to
heel.
get him a basketball jersey now
how can
that
we
says
get
it.
Back to our own time.
And I find out he said he would wear it
This
unironically,
requires a lot of energy.
so you know he has a great sense of humor.
Dash Cat, I love
Nice.
that. Holy shit,
You mean
Eggman
using your
transported them to
chaos control
Detroit.
will- Yes, but that alone is insufficient. Okay, Shadow. It looks like
Specifically-
Why
we
is
need to
Detroit
work
next to
together.
Camden, New Jersey?
Specifically Detroit.
Nah,
in
it's
the
too
RoboCop series.
unpopulated to be Camden.
Have you seen some of the streets?
No, because
It looks like
I know
Fallout.
no, because I know better than to go to Camden.
Same here, but if you look online, dude, it looks like a Fallout game. I am not shitting you.
The whole city's on fire. Yes.
And to think,
So-
all of this happened because two turkeys went back in time to get turkey off the Thanksgiving menu.
I got the joke. By
I
the
saw
way,
that movie in
JKR,
theaters on Thanksgiving Day. It was like, I saw it with a bunch of my family, mostly with the younger kids in the family, but also my cousin Miss Palindrome and her brother, who I'm not going to say the name of because I don't know if he has much of an online presence anymore. And you know, I don't want to dox my family.
Yeah.
Right.
But Jesus, the sound. Like it was down to 2 movies that we could have seen that day. It was either Freebirds or Thor: The Dark World, and I feel like we made the right choice.
Freebirds, I knew it. By the way, JKR, can you please confirm with those 3 pictures I put in chat? Does that look like a Fallout universe type thing?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I never played any, but not much. I've never played anything of Fallout. I haven't even seen the show yet.
Same here. It's on my list.
I've seen people.
It's your
play,
standard like
Fallout.
nuclear wasteland post-apocalypse.
Yeah, I've seen clips of it and everything, so I'm not completely out of it, I'm not completely out of nowhere on this one.
But that's Camden, New Jersey.
Not surprising.
Parts of Camden. I'm gonna be honest. They're parts of Camden.
Yeah.
Nah, but Dash Cat, Fallout 4 is not the worst game of the series. That would be Fallout 76.
Yeah.
The one that they're giving away for free to tie into the show.
Like, I honestly would rather play Fallout 4 than 76.
The one that you can get for free with Twitch Prime right now.
Yeah, I'm not.
Totally not sponsored.
No, I'm
not.
serious. If you check the Twitch Prime game giveaways, they're giving away free copies of Fallout 76.
I didn't even notice that.
Dashcat, speaking of Fallout, I have New Vegas 3 and
Fallout
4.
4, Fallout 4 might be, sorry to cut over you, but Fallout 4 may be bad, but at least they didn't fuck up every single aspect of its marketing, including figuring out how to fuck up making a soda bottle for a tie-in product. Technically, it was a rum bottle, but they still fucked that up. And even the rum wasn't good.
I remember that.
They fucked up making canvas bags. How do you fuck up making canvas bags? By not making them out of canvas. And then saying, oh, we couldn't make them out of canvas because we didn't have access to canvas.
We didn't have access to thread.
You know, canvas, that notoriously rare material that's only mined from the most remote parts of Africa.
The funny thing is, I heard the cookbook is actually decent.
There's a Castlevania cookbook, and it's the most bootleg fuck thing I've ever seen. Like, you know it's not official, because I saw it on Amazon while I was looking up, like, Castlevania merchandise from the Netflix series. For like some Christmas gifts for some of my friends a couple of years ago. And like the cover is like shirtless Alucard photoshopped out of his background from his introduction in the finale to season 1, with a chef's hat photoshopped on top of him in front of like a stock image background.
Oh, bless their souls. They knew the demographic. No, they knew the demographic.
They knew exactly who they were marketing it to. It's not people looking to cook.
Yes. It's just straight up horny Castlevania fans. And
yes.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, the makers of that show knew exactly who they were marketing to by having Alucard's introduction be shirtless.
Yeah.
Like, he spends the entire debut episode shirtless. He doesn't put on a shirt until, like, the final scenes of the final episode of season 1.
You're making me too excited. I haven't even seen it yet still, but you're making me so excited to watch it.
Why the fuck did I lock up for this level? Because I'm emulating this, and it takes a lot of GPU power to do that. And that's a very this is the most graphically intense level in the game, so that's to be expected.
That tornado's carrying
basically, my rig is not powerful enough to handle Sonic 06 and VTubing at the same time. It's the same problem that I have whenever I stream Spider-Man PC version. Yes, I love having to dodge things coming from behind me.
Tornado's carrying a car.
When I can't see what's coming from behind me.
Hey, Arikado,
Yes.
are you from Kansas?
No. I made very clear that I was born in Texas.
Kansas dick fit in your mouth?
That tornado's carrying a
What?
car.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
That was like a joke, holy shit.
Bro, I am off my fucking rocker and I'm just confused as all fucking hell.
Kansas. So it only works if you assume that the person asking is French.
Kanzi?
Kansas fit in your mouth.
Kansas.
I got a big mouth.
So you're saying
Oh,
there's
yeah.
a possibility.
If there's a will, there's a way.
I mean, when you think about it, you're kind of bringing this on yourself, JKR, because you're the one asking. You're the one asking me. Asking me.
I hate both of you. I hate
You brought this on yourself.
Lord Pegatron,
Hey,
you
enough
know
of
what
that.
you've done.
Enough of that. I admit I didn't think that one through, but don't start calling me that.
Ari, with your permission, may I go
let
radio
me
voice?
guess. Let me guess. You weren't thinking straight.
Ari, with your permission, can I go radio voice?
Yes.
So, JKR,
It didn't
or
work.
AKA. Oh, it didn't go?
Nope.
Oh, I know why. If I have it set up, it doubles back, so I can't really do it. Yeah. Fuck. You lucked out this time,
No
Lord
matter where we
Pegatron.
go, all we
But
see are
believe me,
How can this be our future?
you have not
can that-
stuck up.
How could it
How
come
can
to
this be our future? This is the future that that elongated muskrat wants.
Could it be true?
You know, it's hilarious. You say that, and I'm looking at the picture
If I
of
eliminate
Camden
that
where
guy,
the
will our
building
world
is like
be saved?
torn out.
What the fuck?
The day
So
of
it makes it even
disaster.
funnier.
Here are my
I
records
am
of this
Memphis,
event.
Tennessee. This is my gamer
This was when
pad.
Iblis was freed and his flames were
You
released.
know,
into
me and
the
you
world.
still have to play Fortnite, right?
Yes. Yeah. Especially now that there's an actual new
And you have
guitar
this
controller
person
out
to
from
blame.
PDP. We have a reason to do that. It's
If
called
you
the Riff
start
Master,
playing-
and it's gotten really good reviews.
If you actually start playing Fortnite, in my opinion, dude, you've sold out. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Not really.
Okay, not the Battle Royale
That
mode,
blue hedgehog
the
Iblis trigger?
unofficial Rock Band 5 mode.
Hold on, I have a question. Would my MIDI controller work with it?
No.
Aw.
I'll send us back
Also,
in time
the,
to point
Lego
when
kart
the
racer
Iblis
mode.
trigger was alive.
Like, Fortnite is more than the Battle Royale mode
Yeah.
now.
Do you want to pet the kitty? Yes.
Like, I'm willing to play the other modes with you, dude. I just let you know when. So I can set everything
What
up
the-
and make the room
Who
for
was
it.
that guy? He looked just like Shadow.
Because I
This is
100%.
terrible.
And I'm on, keep in mind, I am on,
According to the data, the princess
I am
died
technically
when she was
right now.
kidnapped by Eggman.
Tails
Apparently,
reads
Eggman's
this
battleship
horrific
exploded.
information with all the look of
date of
despair
this
on his
incident
face
was
of someone who just
shortly
realized
after
that
the
that
Festival of
wasn't
the
just a
Sun.
fart that came out in the
We will
elevator.
return in time. We should fly on board Eggman's battleship. That means
I think so.
Here, are you sure you're okay? Did you settle? Don't tell me you're on the stuff.
Yes, I'm on this. I'm on this. I am on that.
You guys are so slow.
I thought you were just coming down from it.
A Chaos Emerald!
I came down with the sickness in the thick of this.
Well, now, I may not look it, but I'm a real treasure hunter. Unlike a certain echidna I know.
What?
Have you guys discovered anything?
This scene right here is the most
yeah.
that Knuckles and Rouge have
I received a
interacted
signal
post Sonic
indicating
Adventure
there's a
2,
Chaos Emerald
and yet they
here,
still
but-
want us to buy
You
that
mean
they're
we've
totally
gotta go
interested
through
in each
there?
other.
If you don't like it, you can stay here.
You've got to be kidding.
Don't be late. Same to you.
What?
You see it, right?
I hate you guys again. I
And you got digitally mastered by Cobalt Rogue, who we were talking about earlier.
Yes.
So I may lose tracking
everyone.
at any moment here because apparently my PC just decided, not my PC, my phone decided, even though I'm plugged in, I don't feel like charging.
Oh, I've been there before.
I could fix this by plugging it into the wall charger, but that's a very crafty maneuver that I'm not sure if I can pull off in time. You know what? I'm gonna attempt it.
Okay. Good luck.
10, 9, 8, 7,
7,
6,
6,
5,
5,
4,
4,
3,
3,
2,
2,
1 and 2/3, 1.5, 1 and 1/3.
Oh, that take
One
more times.
No!
Time has been extended by 30 seconds.
I did it.
Self-destruct in 60 seconds.
Self-destruct averted. Have a nice day.
I do his voice is too good.
Yes, you do, without any filters.
Yeah.
I mean, that's nothing I used to do. You know, I used to do the Dexter voice a few years back. When Ferd wanted to...
I can't do it right.
When Ferd wanted to work on that Pokemon Movie Bridge series.
If I use a homing attack on that monster, I'll be able to reach the other side.
Oh, by the way, I think... Remember how I was having a hard time deciding what game engine I wanted to learn?
Yes.
Okay.
Pirate Software in the fact... The fact that Pirate Software in later today, Godot was trending, I'm going to make Godot my engine for RPGs and for pixel art, and occasionally I will use Pixel Game Maker and RPG Maker, but I'm going to start with RPG Maker, then and Pixel Game, sorry, hit the microphone, and Maker before I go to Godot. Just so I can work on level design at least for those games, you know?
Yeah.
Well, I'm still learning. I'm just trying to be practical in different ways. Like, I'm still going to release some games here and there. But we talked about some of the stuff that you wanted to see, that I also wanted to see.
Yeah. Like, we talked about making something build engine.
Mm-hmm.
Which is the one that was used for stuff like Duke Nukem 3D, Blood, Redneck Rampage, what's the other one? Shadow Warrior. That's the one that I kept forgetting the name of, with the racist Asian caricature as its main character named Lo Wang. Who is very much voiced by a white guy doing a very racist Asian accent. To the point where when they did the remake of Shadow Warrior, they took all of the comedy elements out of it.
I'm not surprised.
And just played it as like a straight like.
Let me find that video. Go find Dr. Wally.
Like Yakuza themed first-person shooter.
But yeah, I kind of would love to do a D&D inspired.
And yes, Dash Cat, this theme has the best bass line in like any Sonic song.
No sweat.
Yeah. But like we mentioned this before, and both off stream and on stream. But D&D based Duke Nukem style type game, Doom, it would be perfect.
Dookie Nukem.
This bridge is gonna collapse any minute.
Dookie Nukem Doom or Doom Nukem. Doom.
I don't know if you can. Well, theoretically, you could make what amounts to a whole game using Doom's map editing tools.
This bridge is gonna collapse any minute.
Because they did make that open source shortly after Doom came out. Or not exactly made it open source. They released the development tools for it. So that's why Doom has such an active modding and especially porting community. They made all the software development. They made the entire SDK available to the public.
Yeah, that's something else I would probably learn how to make stuff on. But that would be more like passion type stuff.
But with Doom, you'd be a lot more limited than you would be with the build engine. Because, for example, Doom doesn't have vertical aiming without resorting to specific source ports that enable vertical aiming. But even then, there's no point in vertical aiming in Doom because your shots are hit scanned. That ignore differences in terrain. It's just if you're facing the enemy, whether they're a bit higher up or a bit lower than you, your shot's going to hit.
Okay. But I'm also wondering how...
That's also how, as I noted in my Doom video, which you guys should totally check out on the new YouTube channel, I don't have a command set up for that block yet, so don't worry.
I can get the website for you.
Yeah. Arikado's Unpleasant Dreams is the name of the YouTube channel. I mentioned in there that, like, well, I don't think I mentioned this word per word, but in my breakdown of, like, how hit scan weapons work, that's basically why you can snipe stuff with a shotgun in Doom.
Let's head to the volcano.
There we go. I placed it in there for you.
Thank you.
No problem. I'm just really fast at getting links.
I feel like the game's about to implode at any moment.
Yeah.
You know, hey Dash Cat, you know that one soldier line from Shadow the Hedgehog that they sometimes say where they say Mr. Yuji Naka is all right? He's very much not all right anymore. Considering he's a convicted felon now.
Oh, you went there.
Well, I mean, I could go even worse. You know, adult entertainment legend Ron Jeremy.
No.
The charges against him were dropped because he was deemed mentally unfit to stand trial because he's suffering from severe dementia. And instead of, going to prison like he should, he's going to be living the rest of his days in a care facility. I'm like, that's a really unceremonious way to end that trial, considering he was facing over 100 years in prison.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, Kobo, happy birthday. We mentioned it earlier.
Yeah, we mentioned it earlier. Happy birthmas, my dude.
Here, we'll do this right here.
I would have given you a social media, nudge to wish you a happy birthday, but I don't use Facebook anymore, outside of keeping my account open so I can use my Oculus headset.
Merry Hollow Birth Queen. I can't think.
I'll have to, you still like I was about to say Homer, it's, Haruka, right? You still like Haruka? Because I got some spicy Haruka stuff I can send you as a bit of a birthday present.
If all of the lights shine at once, your way will become clear.
Like Haruka is still your favorite? Trying to remember because I haven't really talked to you very much. Am I going to end the level with Knuckles? I don't know how to pull off that glitch, so no. The only glitch I can semi-consistently pull off in this game on purpose is the Dusty Desert glitch in Sony Stage, where you just skip the ball puzzle.
Oh, I remember that.
I say semi-consistently because it's still pretty hit and miss. You have to hit that break into geometry just right.
I think I've seen one video where you did it like first try.
Yeah, I did first try on like one of the previous streams of this. I've never been able to do it first try ever since.
Like, I seriously would love to cook for you guys. I know I always bring this shit up, but
Just made it.
I just saw what you put in the chat.
No S rank L gamer. Yeah,
I'm
not a pro gamer like I'm not a pro gamer like Billy Mitchell.
For a second, I thought you were gonna say Billy Mays.
Oh, it's funny you mentioned that because there's a new arc. There's a
Hi,
new
Billy
arc
Mays
in this story.
I'm afraid.
Basically, the YouTuber that's been covering everything that's public information is being notarized in the lawsuit that they're trying to reopen or some shit. And the thing
this
is, the guy
entire
even
lawsuit just because someone called him out for cheating, and he dragged this on for years because he's like, no, I'm not a cheater, and how dare you say I'm a cheater?
What's this?
Like just some dude on the internet that has nothing to do with him.
Yeah, and it evolves. If Billy shut the fuck up, people would have not have cared.
Okay, you know what the best thing to come out of the Billy Mitchell lawsuit is? That one angry video game nerd edit where it's like, Billy Mitchell, professional video game champion, he could probably beat this game no problem. So I need to figure out some way to harness his power, and I think I know what to do. That's right, we're gonna cheat. All right, good stretch. Ah, God.
So the funny thing is, do you guys want to know how I used to challenge myself in Soul Calibur 3?
How?
I cheated. Want to know how?
Leave this to me.
With an action replay?
Yeah, I think as though I made myself player 1 and the computer player 2. I gave player 2 infinite health, meaning I had to defeat it by ring outs only.
Is there some way to draw him in?
Yeah, I played the hardest mode ever. And I used to be so good at it, but not anymore. I don't have the time to do the same thing, you know?
Yes, Dashcat, the best boss fight in gaming. So good that they have you do it twice. And it's the exact same fight both times. It's not like the other reused boss fights where they at least change up the mechanics.
I just realized this boss fight is just The volcano dragon.
I'll save it. Fuck.
No, it's not even that, because that eventually turns into a game of whack-a-mole. This is literally just a waiting game. You just wait for it to go through its attack cycle, so you can hit it once. And then you wait for it to go through its next attack cycle, so you can hit it one more time. Redeemed. All right, I'll do this one for you.
Oh no.
In a Jason Griffith shadow. Now that's an interesting challenge because I haven't practiced that one that much. Let's see. This is the far future. I feel like this is probably more around his. No, wait. Get a little bit of that nasaliness in there. There, something around here would be closer to Jason Griffith's shadow. Impressive cock.
I just realized something. You're going to have to do a Keanu Reeves shadow sooner or later.
Yeah, I'm going to have to learn how to do a Keanu Reeves shadow at some point.
I'm excited for that one, honestly.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I actually heard people dub John Wick lines over Shadow now. And they're like, okay, yeah, I can see it now. Because you know how you gotta see like a fan edit or the actual thing before you believe it? Or before you can see it?
Like, I've practiced Jason Griffith's Sonic more than I've practiced his Shadow. And don't get me started on his Jet the Hawk. I would get yelled at for making too much noise. Or, as my friend Mr. Stuff calls him, Jet the Squawk!
Jet the Squawk? Why?
If Keanu doesn't say that in the film and then kisses Sonic on the lips, I'm actually going to leave it. You remember that? There was this thing on Twitter a couple months ago where there was someone impersonating... Okay, well now we got Snake Redeem. I'll finish the story after this. Metal Gear. If you put on that bikini, you'll probably need a tetanus shot.
Why does that sound like so inspired?
And now Shadow Dragon's here. You missed out on the Pegatron fun earlier. You should count your blessings, JKR, that Shadow Dragon was not here for that.
Yes, I will.
But is he going to have Pegatron fun with everyone?
Shut up.
Like, there was a thing going on Twitter a couple months ago where someone was impersonating Ian Flynn. Like, they copied his profile, but didn't have the same profile name, and they were doing, like, responding to different tweets with his usual winking smile, knowing smile response that he says, where he's like, I know the answer to this, and it's probably a yes, but for legal reasons I'm not allowed to say it. There was someone on Twitter that's like, in Sonic Movie 3, they should totally have Rouge the Bat in there, and they should have a scene where, and they should give her really big boobs, and they should have a scene where she has a wardrobe malfunction, and she exposes her boobs to the audience, and they focus on that shot for a long time, and they jiggle, and then the fake Ian Flynn account responds a knowing smile. I can't get over the fact that every time I see that title, Megaton Musashi, I keep thinking, oh, they finally did something with the Musashi franchise. But it's like, oh no, it's just the fact that Musashi is a public domain historical figure, so anyone can use that name. Because Square's never going to acknowledge Prefects Musashi again. I'm surprised you're playing this boss legitimately. despite how much I played this game, I've never really tried to learn how to glitch it outside of the Dusty Desert skip. Because otherwise, I'm perfectly fine with playing Mike's rules. Okay, now we got an Eggman redeem. As a Mike Pollock, okay. Oh god, I know where this is going. A pleasure to meet you at last, Princess of Soliana. That's about as far into my Mike Pollock that I can get right now. No, wait, I get a little bit more of the graveliness and get a little bit of a New Yorker slang to it. There we go, there's your Mike Pollock. Non-toxic to man, non-toxic to cocks. Cocksure.
I could go for some. I can go for some. Me
That's
too,
an actual
Cat.
advertisement I found for Vinny from Blind Sauce. It's for a insecticidal shampoo for cockfighting chickens that's sold in the Philippines called Cocksure. And the ad starts out, non-toxic to man, non-toxic to cocks. Jesus, the audio's getting worse and worse as we go on.
Yeah, Dash Cat, I'm 100% with you. Just be glad I'm not behind you.
It's like that fucking Twister Ice Fun game that Joel played. You know, the one where it was where it was volume boosted to hell and it crashed it and it gave him a blue screen.
That's what it sounded like.
Where it's like tornado.
And all you hear is
we did it. We killed the taint worm. I hate that. I hate that description. I hate that that's somehow accurate.
It was giving you hot crotch.
Just made it.
You put some icy hot down there, now you're fine.
Why the fuck did we need to load the results screen? It's because of how this game's coded. It treats like every time it has to load a new scene, like including result screens, mission descriptions, Jesus, listen to it. Like it loads the entire level map rather than just an isolated instance. That's why there's so many loading screens. It's loading entire level geometries instead of just a chunk.
So, getting a boner is this real life loading. It's so stupid. It's so left field.
Chaos control.
I think the emulator's falling apart at the seams by having to stream this.
I think it's screaming for mercy.
Like, part of this may be due to the fact that, due to the way that PS3 and 360 emulation works, it has to cache the shaders every time it loads a new area for the first time. So it's like constantly doing shader caches as this is running. Because I've never played this game on this emulator before. But if I were to run it again, like a new instance of it again, it would run a lot smoother.
Oh, okay.
Which emulator am I playing it on? RPCS3. Because, Jesus, these loading screens are even taking forever now. I think this is a cue that we should stop while we're ahead.
Something that also I forgot that I wanted to mention. We've never actually played Castle Crashers also.
Yeah, and it's on PS Plus now.
Yeah, it's also on Steam. I think there's more stuff on Steam too, isn't there?
Like, the reason that I'm using RPCS3 instead of Xenia is because, well, not because of Speen, but, because on Xenia with my rig, it just skips the loading screens, and I feel like the loading screens are part of the Sonic 06 experience.
Did they appear someplace else?
Those two
Pay attention to the name of the newspaper. They spelled Soliana with the Japanese spelling. It's a Soriana.
Soriana. There's only one room for one royalty here.
It's the loading screen. It's the loading screen. I can't believe this cartoon is just all the loading screens. It's the loading. No, wait, what's the other one? Loading go, loading go. Loading go, loading go.
Something. Surya! Loading go, loading go. A second.
It's the loading screen that never ends. Yes, it goes on and on, my friends. Some people started loading it not knowing what it was, and we'll just keep on loading it forever just because.
That's no good.
Actually didn't startle me this time. Now this is the real Sonic 06 experience. Nothing but loading screens. Nothing but a singular loading screen for minutes on end. Okay, wait. Oh, the loading screen finished before Crypto Luigi did. I'm actually kind of disappointed in that. So yeah, I think this is my cue to stop the emulation for now.
So I was trying to find the lyrics to the loading song.
Oh, Jesus. Rouge isn't on screen anymore.
La dinga, la dinga. Fuck, it's in my head.
You're welcome.
Fuck off. Dude, it took me like 3 years to get that out of my head.
Oh, that was fun. Those are Chinese.
The funny thing is that one of the remember that pizza spot? We need to get a pizza that's for all of us.
Okay, fine, I'll hydrate. I've had this gamer juice here this whole time and haven't even taken a sip of it. It's been sitting here for like 3 hours.
Shame on you, dude. Shame on you.
Is it gamer juice or gamer juice?
Yes.
Yes.
That's the best kind.
All right, since I had to stop the emulation a bit early because things were starting to go fucky-wucky, I will instead of ending things right away, I'm going to show the audience the cocksure things so they have context.
No. No.
Yes. Sorry. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
No. Hold on. No.
No.
There you go.
Yeah, I was trying to do my best, Vader. No.
I thought that's what you were trying to do, but it cut out at the end.
Now, the correct one is do not want. Let's see. Now, let's drag that source under us so you can see us. There we go.
Non-toxic to man, non-toxic to cocks. Cocksure. Kakbaybosa. Buhay. Sabong.
Oh.
Cocksure. Herbal insecticidal shampoo for fighting cocks. Unique herbal blend of coffee, capsicum, and neem. Deadly against mites and ticks. I swear, kumintab ang feathers ko. Sure, cock. Sure.
No, I don't think I can get away with showing steamed toast. That's a bit too high concept for Twitch.
But you have my ugly mug on screen.
I said high concept, not high.
Somebody turn the gas off.
All right. No raid tonight because actually, now that I think about it, where the fuck is the raid command in here?
/raid in the name.
No. I mean in the mobile Twitch dashboard.
Oh, no idea.
They changed the there we go. They changed the entire layout of it.
Oh.
Are we gonna raid who I think
we
we're gonna raid?
are going to raid Fairy Princess Ichika, who is aka the Booba Fairy, who's streaming Monster Hunter World with her new Beef PC.
Ooh.
Oh. So for once, not orange is orange.
Yes.
I do need to ask her about some more Majora's Mask shenanigans.
So, thank you everyone for tuning in. I'll see you guys hopefully sometime later this week. Until then, unpleasant dreams.
Well, the boys of Chorus, we hope you like our show. We know you're rooting for us, but now we have to go.
Did the raid not go through?
I'm still waiting.
Now we have to we have a raid in Then where's the fucking
It's still
the timer just now started.
Yeah.
This is awkward. I don't like it.
Why is it not green?
Oops, you broke it.
There we go.
Finally.